Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, call Halayim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Harakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles of GMS, who Google and teach one Shalom, Labakoram, to the hopeful elect. Alright? They want to spray you with more stuff, man. Alright? The chemtrails wasn't enough to kill you. Okay? Now they want to spray you with sulfur dioxide or other similar arsenal. All right, let's see what this article says. Congress now funding controversial geoengineering Plan B to spray particles in the sky to cool Earth. All right, two top climate change scientists of the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration said he has received $4 million from Congress and permission from his agency to study two emergency and controversial methods to cool the Earth if the U.S. and other nations fail to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions. All right. So if these ways are controversial, why would you institute these ways if they're controversial? All right, because the so-called white man don't care. All right, he don't care about you. All right. Especially so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and of his own people, all right? Because this stuff is affecting you so-called white people too, and your kids, all right? David Fahey, director of the Chemical Sciences Division of NOAA's Earth System Research Laboratory, told his staff yesterday that the federal government is ready to examine the science behind geoengineering, or what he dubbed as Plan B. What's geoengineering? I like those definitions. Let's see what Google got to say. Climate engineering or climate intervention. So you messing with what the Lord set up, all right? You already polluting Earth with your factories and your cars that's producing all this mass chemicals. So you're going to try to engineer the Earth more, commonly referred to as geoengineering. It is deliberately a large-scale intervention of the Earth's climate system. So the white man, he got his hands in all of it, man. Usually with the aim of mitigating adverse effects of global warming. So-called white people is why the world is going through what it's going through in the sense of global warming. Because you didn't want to use things that are beneficial, all right? One is to inject sulfur. All right, Salakia. Fahey said he has received backing to explore two approaches. All right. One is to inject sulfur dioxide or similar arsenal into the stratosphere to help shade the Earth from more intense sunlight. So they're trying to block the sun. All right. And what is this similar arsenal? All right. Aerosol. I'm Salaki. Aerosol. All right. It is patterned after a natural solution. So it's something man-made. All right. It's patterned after a natural solution. Keyword there is pattern, right? Volcanic eruptions. So it's a man-made chemical that they about to be spraying in the air again. All right. Which has been found to cool the Earth by emitting huge clouds of sulfur dioxide. That's natural sulfur dioxide that comes from the volcanoes. The second approach would be with using aerosol of sea salt particles to improve the ability of low-lying clouds over the ocean to act as shade. The technique is borrowed from ship tracks or long clouds left by the passage of ocean freighters that are seen by satellite as reflective pathways. They could be widened by injections of vapor from seawater by specialized ships to create shading effects. All right, so you just further want to damage the Lord's earth. All right, let's see what the effects of sulfur dioxide are. All right. and I guarantee you it's harmful, especially if it's a man-made variation of it. Sulfur dioxide is the chemical compound with the formula SO2. It is a toxic gas responsible for the smell of burnt matches. It is released naturally by volcano activity. Now, you can't go in those volcanoes and get what the Lord has made so that you can uh, try to stop climate change. But what they're doing is they're going to make something pattern after the natural SO2 of the volcano, all of the volcanoes, and is produced as a byproduct of copper extraction and the burning of fossil fuel contaminated with sulfur compounds. All right, let's see. Is sulfur dioxide harmful to humans? Sulfur dioxide affects human health, so it is harmful if it affects your health. When it is breathed in, you're going to breathe it in if they're spraying it in the sky. All right, like these chemtrails, all right, with the barium oxide and aluminum that they spraying. It irritates the nose, throat, and airways, cause coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath, or a tight feeling around the chest. So you feel like you're going to have a heart attack and you can't breathe. All right, then it's going to make your mind feel like you're dying and you probably going to actually die. All right, that's the white man for you. All right, those most at risk for developing these problems if they are exposed to sulfur dioxide are people with asthma or similar conditions. All right, what are potential health effects of sulfur dioxide? Inhalation, very toxic, can cause death. There you go. Skin contact, corrosion. Eye contact, corrosion. Ingestion, not relevant route of exposure, gas. All right, so if you ingest it, it's going in through your system, going through your whole body, man. Effects of long-term chronic exposure may harm respiratory system. No, it's not known to cause cancer. All right, but I'm sure it will. I'm sure it does. All right. Inhaling high levels can cause swollen lungs and difficulty breathing. Skin contact with sulfur dioxide vapor can cause irritation and burns. Liquid sulfur dioxide is very cold and can severely injure the eyes or cause frostbite if it touches the skin. All right, look, man, this is more poison that they're trying to force down you. All right, they just approved, the Congress just got approved for doing it. So let me get some scripture. This is Habakkuk chapter 1. Let me see. I'm tripping. Chapter 2. I meant to go to. All right. Behold, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Esau is a proud man. You have to be a proud individual if you want to continue to spray people with harmful chemicals, man. All right, but we the elect, man, we're gonna live by the faith of Yahweh Shema Shai, that he's gonna come deliver us, man, and the Lord is gonna come deliver us, man. Thus saves the Bible, man. He's gonna save a remnant of his people, man, out of this hell, man. Okay. But Esau Edom, man, you got something coming to you because you poisoning the people. You oppressing the Lord's people. You oppressing the poor, man. And you people shouldn't trust Esau Edom, man. All right, you shouldn't trust your oppressor, man. All right, stop going to Egypt for help, because if you pay attention, all he's doing is trying to kill you, man. That's it, man. That's it. And he's not doing nothing beneficial for you. This is Micah chapter 1, Slakia chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Was this not thought about by Edomite and funded by Edomites? All right. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. It is in the power of these so-called white people's hand to put to make up sulfur dioxide. All right, put it in planes and spray it around and tell you that they're trying to, stop climate control by geoengineering, something that they've messed up. The Lord's atmosphere. All right, they're trying to undo what they fucked up. All right, excuse my French, but they can't. Only the Lord can undo what's messed up, man, and He's gonna undo it by the death of you so-called white people, man. All right, and all you heathens that follow after the so-called white man. All right, and they covet fields and take them by violence. Hey, this is how you taking over a land, man, by killing the people, man. We know you want to institute your one world government. We know you want to depopulate the world, okay? According to your Georgia Guidestones, all right? And houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. You oppressed our heritage, man. You took us away from our heritage, being Hebrew Israelites, man, okay? But the Lord got something for you, Esau. Don't worry, man. All right. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, behold, against his family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go hardly, for this time is evil. All right, hey, and that time that the Lord got for you is death and destruction by your own creation, ICBM missiles, going into hardcore slavery under the Hebrew Israelites, okay? And you're not going to be able to remove your neck from that, okay? Only the Lord is only going to be able to remove your neck from that. And after those 1,000 years, that you're going to be done with, man. All right, there's not going to be no more remembrance of Esau, Edom, and all his wickedness, man, okay? In that day, verse 4, in that day shall one take up a parable against you and lament with doleful lamentations, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He hath changed a portion of my people. How hath he removed it from me? Turning away, he have divided our fields. And you divided our fields by violence, man. Look at what you did when you came over here and you slaughtered the Native American Indians. All right, look what you did when you brought the so-called Negroes over here on slave ships, man. All right, look at all these wars that you caused for the sake of your pride, okay? How about Shema Shai is going to destroy you, man? All right. So look, the devil is up to his normal tricks. All right. He got a new way to geoengineer the air. All right, which is only going to further kill people, which ultimately is what the Lord wants, but it's being done at the hands of the Lord swore Esau Edom. All right. So with that, I want to say, Call Halayim La, Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashem Harakak Radash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule and teach. I want to say Shalom Baba Korim to the hopeful elect. Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashem Harakak Radash. Baba Kasha, Tapalati, Shemai Tahash, Shalak Rayum, Arorium, Wa Abba Babal, Wa Abad Adawam. Shalom.